Dear Boomer, we're taking a evening walk, and it is, as you can hear the birds are getting ready to go to bed, and Maso is so alert about everything. I took a 2-hour nap, and I believe in naps. Do you believe in naps? I know that I won't have to go to sleep for a while this evening and try to get to work on some of my projects, but I had the greatest nap of my lifetime. Oh my gosh, it was tremendous. This morning I was trying to build a membership site for seniors called Inspired Senior Health and Mindset, and I just couldn't seem to. I've been trying for a few days. I think tonight is the night. I'm so excited. Now, in 1 week, we're having a total solar eclipse around here, but it's not here exactly. It's up in Erie, Pennsylvania, which is a 6 to 7 hour drive from here. So we're going to have a partial eclipse, and it is so interesting. Have you ever had the eclipse affect you? Do you believe an eclipse affects you? Well, I am sure that it does. In fact, I've never been more sure in my life. So, I remember one in the 90s. That was a total eclipse that we saw in the area where we live, which is near and around Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I was at work. It was noon, and I could go outside and observe this total eclipse. People were so interesting. They were so friendly. And usually they're just kind of, plugged out basically. But these people were so happy. And I was happy to be with them. And as I would go under trees, obviously it was in the summertime. And I remember looking down on the shadows from the trees, and everything was a half moon. That was so totally cool. Now then, when my husband and I lived on the so-called farm, we had chickens, and we had a chicken by the name of Hanuman, and we called him Hani. And he was, a little irritable. Well, during that eclipse, he became this wide-eyed, curious little soul. And he looked all around, and he was very interested. And I knew he was feeling the effects of this eclipse. There was no doubt about this. None. And I can't remember what happened to the dogs or what they thought. Or I don't think Pearl was not nearly as curious as the chicken. But I'm sure. Now this time we're going to hang out at home, and I guess I should grab some solar eclipse glasses from a library nearby, and that would be awesome. Why not? I don't want to burn my eyes out at this stage of the game, and of course I wouldn't even think of it. So, the solar eclipse. Everybody's talking about it, and they're showing, there's like a huge avalanche of people going towards Erie to see this eclipse. And there's a lot of punitive attitudes about the whole thing. The police are ready to arrest people who decide to stop by the side of the road. I don't believe that's going to happen, because as I had experienced before, the eclipse actually puts people in a pretty good mood. And it's a cosmic consciousness kind of experience. And it's a collective consciousness. And we're all in the same boat, as it were. And the eclipse brings us all together. And I bet all of this hoopla about not being able to go drive to Erie and bumper to bumper this and bumper to bumper that. And I doubt it. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. And it's we have been taking walks. I wanted to show you the springtime. And as you can hear, the birds are so happy. And there's nothing like the birdies. Nothing like the birdies. Let's see what I can do here. And there's little Mossy. Look at the green, the green, the green, the green. The trees are just beginning to shed their beautiful greenery through their little places that they've been nestled in all winter long. It's just a beautiful green. And Maso, are you happy? Of course he is. There's nobody happier than a dog. Then they make us happy. And they are our companions. As I wrote a blog about how companion animals are very important for people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Everybody thinks, well, I'm too old to have a dog. No, you're not. In fact, the dog might save your life just by being themselves and happy. Look how cute he is. He's getting better and better. He's not pulling me as much, and I enjoy his company so extravagantly. I'm over the moon for this dog. And Pearl, Masa, and myself, Nancy and Luna, my friends, we took an 8-mile walk again yesterday. And I don't feel it nearly as much today as I did a week ago. But it might be because there's something about springtime and I'm taking more vitamins and I'm feeling like I do better when it's a little warmer outside, as most people do. And I'm also thinking that I'm so excited about my projects. Tomorrow, Will Johnson and I will be talking. He and I will be talking about him coming on an internet show of mine. And the subject matter is Ganja Sangha. Ganja Sangha. He is really into smoking marijuana while he meditates. And that's not a popular opinion amongst Zen Buddhists who have been doing meditation in a stone garden statuesque kind of way, as Will says. And what that means is people are so full of tension when they meditate that they actually don't breathe. As we have talked before, people are not breathing, and it's so sad when people are meditating and they're not breathing. And Ram Dass always talks about a meditation master going around a Zen monastery, and if you happen to move at all, they beat you with a stick. And I'm sure you all, or maybe not, have heard about things like that. Will is not anything like that. He's of my generation, experimental. He is full of mirth and joy. His whole thing about cannabis and his whole way of meditating has to do with allowing the breath to go through the body and then from the feet up to the head and down from the head to the feet. And when you do this time and time again, you start naturally moving back and forth, to and fro. It's absolutely marvelous. I'm so excited to be talking to him tomorrow. We will be scheduling our YouTube show, and that will be fun. And then I have other people I want to invite who talk about senior issues. And we need to bring things out of the closet for once and for all. This idea that people, as they age, are finished. That's especially true in this country. And the fact that we are all one. We are all one. We are all connected. And actually, I am connected to the self that I was as a baby. And my baby self is connected to the self that I am and am becoming as an elder. Hey, an elder in American society. That's what we want. We want our lives to be a monument to achievement, success, and fulfillment. And if we feel like we haven't gotten to that point yet, we can still concentrate on what success is. Russell Brunson says, and his Napoleon Hill group of people say that success equals achievement and fulfillment. Success equals achievement and fulfillment. So when you achieve something, you are actually fulfilled. And those two things equal success in anything that you undertake. And that doesn't really have much to do with money, and it doesn't have much to do with acquisition of goods, money, materialistic stuff. It has to do with joy and accomplishment and happiness. If you like this channel, please subscribe down below, and I'll see. And also, you can put on the notifications when I come on again, which is every day. Will and I will not be on video tomorrow, but within the next few weeks, I believe we will make a plan, and that should be pretty controversial. And that's kind of stuff. Life makes a beautiful porridge for all of us, and nobody has to conform ever, and nobody has to smoke marijuana and meditate either. We just do what we are led to do in the time that we have left. I love you all. Subscribe. Bye-bye.